and welcome to our Wimbledon 5K tennis discussion. Today is July 10, 2019, and we are on show number 103. Hola y bienvenidos a 5K Tenis Wimbledon Discusión. Hoy es el 10 de julio 2019 y estamos en el programa número 103.
Let's go! Loving that. So here we are for show 103 for the 2019 ATP and WTA season. Really excited about it. So we're going to get right into this one. There's a ton to talk about. We have some debt payments to pay off. Can't wait for that. Ethan DA's cookies are in effect in here. Let's get ready to eat these things. You ready? Mm-hmm. Got all the 5 childrens. The children's over here doing big things as well. Boom, boom.
They're called children's.
Children's are over here. Let's get ready. All right, by the way, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Always appreciate it, and you can catch up with Carla and myself on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and as well on email. And all of those links are available in the expanded description field below the video. So there's generally a black arrow that's to the next to the title, and I got my 14-year-old laughing at me, and all 5 of these children's making noise over here.
They're all laughing, yeah.
But they're doing big things, so we're all right. But if you expand the description field, there are links there that you can click on. And can direct you right to those platforms that we keep up with a lot of you on every day. Right, Carla?
Yes, that's right.
All right, so the kids are getting restless, and we got a troop, stormtroopers over here. So here's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to get them out of the way first with Ethan DA's debt payment, which are cookies. Here's what we're going to talk about. Quarterfinals and upcoming semifinal matches. We have crowned 2 fantasy team winners, so there are 2 fantasy team winners already. We have cookies to extend to the 5 kids because of a debt that Ethan DA had with Carla.
They're so cute. They look like tennis balls. Just like tennis balls, actually. They are tennis balls.
Let's go.
You didn't realize it.
Did not. Originality gets a 10 of 10.
Look how cute. You took a lot of time doing this.
And it matched 5K Tennis's logo.
Check that out.
White and green. Can I get one of those? Bam. Sup. Chris, can you see those in the camera? Green and white.
Very cute.
All right.
Creative. Even the tissue paper.
Yeah.
He's got style.
We're going to put it on top of the Indian Wells map. All right. So we have tennis racket giveaway update. We have 12 rapid fire questions coming at the end. So let's ride. Long day today, and I realized today, by the way, that when I don't have Carla at 100%, life is tough. Carla, do you want to explain to them why you're under the weather?
I got a allergic reaction to my antibiotics.
Yeah, so she puffed up like the Pillsbury Dough tennis girl.
My lips were like this, and my skin has rashes everywhere.
Yeah, she puffed up pretty big. So she wasn't heavily involved today on court, but man, I realized that...
I tried. It was tough.
Yeah, when she's not, I realized that it's really difficult to do things best without her. So, man, I really missed you today, Carla.
Yeah, I miss myself.
It's a tough day today.
I miss my original self.
All right, so we're going to start this show out right now with Ethan DA's debt payment. And that's Ethan DA of Brooklyn. Make some noise, Ethan DA.
He's not from Brooklyn. He's from Queens,
but he's in Brooklyn.
No, he lives in Queens.
Oh, he's in Queens.
Yeah.
Queensbridge. The official Queensbridge, what is that, Mob Deep area over there? All right, let's go Mob Deep Ethan DA with the debt payment to Carla. The bet was that generated these cookies in the first place was that Ethan DA thought that Naomi Osaka would go farther in this Wimbledon tournament than Serena Williams. Obviously, that did not happen. Serena is inching toward the final and now is in the semis.
Yay, good chance for her now. Real big chance.
And Osaka lost, I think it was in the first round?
First round.
Was it a first round?
She got beat by Potty Mouth Putintseva.
Potty Mouth Putintseva.
Yes.
Dropped it. Bombs on her. And not Fognini bombs, but tennis bombs. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to have the 5 kids. That was the bet. He'd make the cookies. The kids would come up and get them. And we're going to have the 5 kids come and get cookies and thank you, Ethan DA.
One by one?
Yeah, after all, it's nice to have thankful kids. So who's going to start? You going to start, Gabby? All right. So, Gabby, we're going to go 2 with you. And this is Gabby. This is our 6-year-old, soon-to-be 7-year-old. So, Gabby, come on up. Let's go get the cookies. Back. Come up here. No, up here. Come up, get into my lap. All right. Oh. So this is Gabby. She's the 6-year-old. Boom and boom, looking like tennis balls. Gabby, you trained yesterday and today. How do you think you did?
Good.
What do you think you need to work on?
The backhands
The backhands. What else?
and forehands.
Backhands and forehands. So pretty much your whole game is suspect right now. All right. So we just need to work harder. All right. So Gabby, what did we say to Ethan Da?
Thank you.
Look at the camera.
Right there.
Thank you.
There you go. That's Gabby representing Gabriella Big Things. Let's go. All right. So we're going to go JPD2 Junior. This is the junior. Boom. This is little man doing big things up here. So we're going to go uno, dos for this guy. Do you want your cookies? Yes, son. All right, well, grab your cookie. All right, now grab this cookie with this hand. All right, Justin, if you had to pick one thing to work on tennis, what would you work on, Justin? Your serve? So he's having trouble with serves right now. So we're trying to get this serve better. Justin, do you think you need to work on footwork? And backhand?
Yeah.
All right, can I get a fist pump? Boom. Will you tell Ethan Da thank you? Will you tell Ethan Da thank you for his cookies?
Thank you.
Well, salt. That's how he rolls. JP do with big things. All right? So if you could think about one thing you would work on tomorrow on court, what would it be?
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Okay.
All right, here we go. So that's JPD2. Next up, we got Liliana, the big things right here. Now, you don't have to sit on my lap. You're too big for that. She's too big, okay? So this is our superstar. She's too big to sit on Dad's lap. Feel weird about that, but you know you're my special thing. But, you know, she's a little old for that. 1 cookie, 2 cookies. So Lily's the superstar. We have all the faith in her to do astronomical things. So Lily's been training hard, so I really don't have to pressure you too much.
And she's got a one-handed backhand.
And she hits a one-handed backhand. So does Gabby, and so does JPD2. But you're self-explanatory. You know, you're built like Mom, like strong, like what's up. So anyway, tell Ethan what you think about his cookies, at least prior to eating them.
Thank you.
There you go. That's Big Lily doing big things. All right, next is Bozos. Bozo 1 and Bozo 2. So here you go, Chris. Here you go, Chris. You can't tell these guys nothing because they're just gonna.
They said the camera shot does the one that's behind the camera all the time.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal tennis player as well. You know, he kind of. So he's saying the Olaf, even though his Spanish is rusty at best. But
Hey,
he's
closer,
Olaf.
Chris. Closer.
So you know, this is my defensive tennis player. He gets everything back. May not overpower you, but he's a fighter on the defensive side of the court, right? Kind of like
He's like a
Herbert.
Halep.
He's like Halep.
Gets
Yeah.
everything back.
So Halep is right here. But
Okay, so on the men's side would be like a what? Like a Chang that used to get everything back?
there you go. He's Michael Chang, but not. Let's go. Ethan, appreciate the cookies, bro. Chris.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Took a lot of skill for that one. Now here's the oldest guru.
The
We got
best
anything
one.
left? All right, here's the
Best one,
oldest.
hands down.
All right, so this is Jonathan. He's our 17-year-old college man. Hopefully next year, I think he'll be just fine with that. Trying to jack all the cookies.
What?
All right, so anyway, Jonathan has come a long way with his tennis game, and we're hoping for a big tennis year this year. Mighty studious young man as he is, very proud of this guy and all of them. But Jonathan, there's Ethan. What's up with the cookies?
All right, thank you for the cookies.
There you go.
There you go.
5 kids, roll out.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Chris, is our deal still going? All right, you have met the 5 kids. Chris, hang out. Other 4 gone. Chris is producer, the MC, the DJ behind the screen. Let's go. All right, moving forward. That was kind of fun. I enjoyed that for the first time ever. The 5 kids represented. Topic or segment number 2 is going to be a quick fantasy team winners announcement. There are 2 fantasy team winners that have won the fantasy.
So you're not waiting for the final? Done?
It's
There's
a runaway.
no way to catch up.
They're uncatchable. There's 2 players that have won the fantasy team sweepstakes. One of them that came in 2nd place is Peter Dijkstra, and he is in Sweden. He has 48 points now. And the reason why that these 2 have already won is because everyone else has the same people that they have. Therefore, they're uncatchable.
Gotcha.
And that's why I'm going to change the rules a little bit as we head into the U.S. Open. And I'll get into that briefly, and I did a little bit the last show. But in 2nd place as of now, and the points will accumulate more. But again, everyone has the same team outside of these guys. Peter Dijkstra, as of right now, has 48 points. And in 1st place, truly uncatchable, is Jordan Nelson in Scotland, as we found out today. I had a wonderful conversation with him. And he has an uncatchable 52 points. He has 6 of 8 semifinalists heading into the semifinals. So he has, if I remember correctly, he has all the men and then 2 of the 4 women.
Wow.
And that's quite impressive. That sets a show record. No one else has done that. Not even Dedseville or Casper in Poland did that for the French. So that is a record, wonderful record. Jordan Nelson chose one of the 5K tennis shirts. He's an adult size medium, about my size as we discussed, and I had one left. So the 5K tennis shirt is coming to you, Jordan.
He wants it signed.
He wants it signed, so we will sign that. As well, Jordan Nelson.
Where do you want it signed? Where? Just send us so I know.
Yeah, let us know. Where do you want it signed, and we'll do that. Also, too, Jordan Nelson is still involved heavily with a perfect team for the tennis racket giveaway, which is in front of me. We'll get to that in a second.
And Peter, I guess let me know via email or on YouTube, what prize do you want? The YTEX shirt, the 5K tennis shirt, or the strings?
Yeah, Peter, let us know. We have limited sizes in the 5K tennis shirts. We don't have any mediums left. We have adult large, extra large, and some other ones. Again, the YTEX stuff.
Very small.
Yeah, 2 sets of YTEX strings. We have YTEX jackets, but they're only men's large, if I remember correctly, or they might be men's extra large.
They're men's large and extra large, I think.
So we'll check on that as well. But those are your 2 winners. As we move forward, what I'm going to do, and this was Peter Dickstria's idea, who has been heavily involved with this fantasy team run this tournament, Wimbledon 2019. I'm going to change the rules for the fantasy elections moving into the U.S. Open. When the U.S. Open comes, instead of 5 players that you choose and the top 20 on the men's side and 5 players in the top 20 on the women's side, we're going to go to 4 players. So the other 4 players that you select or choose have to be outside the top 20. So in case you're new, here's how it works. For the U.S. Open moving forward, you're going to select 8 men's players and 8 women's players once the draws are released. Only 4 of those 8 on either side, men's and women's, can be within the top 20. The other 4 of those 8 players, again, on the men's and women's side, must be outside of the top 20. To boot, any player that you select that is outside of the top 20 gets double points. So instead of 1 point per win, you're going to get 2. We'll touch more on this as we move forward and head towards the U.S. Open on latter shows. But we are going to tweak the rules a little bit to make it more exciting and have less runaways when there's still a couple of rounds left. Okay? A quick update on the tennis racket giveaway. This is the tennis racket. It is a Wilson Burn 100S countervail. It's the spin version with the open string pattern, 18 by 16, with a 4 1/4 grip. My oldest son used this. You met him, Jonathan, for his junior year tennis season, which is about 3 months. It has a few paint chips on top. It's a beautiful racket, structurally sound, and I will string it with whoever wins with a full bed of YTEX strings, your choice of type, color, whatever, tension, and I will overgrip it as well with a nice, fresh, white Roger Federer-esque or Nadal-esque or Djokovic-esque white overgrip. Okay? There are 4 people left in that giveaway, and here are your 4 people. Carla herself. Right now we're calling her Itchy because of this antibiotic rash deal. So we'll call her Itchy today.
I am Itchy.
Carla has Roger Federer and Djokovic in the final with Federer winning, and she still has Serena Williams as a finalist and a winner. She lost her other finalist. Matt Cain is perfect with Djokovic Nadal final with Djokovic winning. Serena Halep final with Serena winning. He's perfect. Curling tennis has Novak Djokovic playing Roger Federer with Djokovic winning. And Serena, he has as well still as a finalist and winner. He lost, I think it was Pliskova. Jordan Nelson, who has already won a 5K tennis shirt, is perfect as well with a Novak Djokovic, Roger Federer final with Serena Williams playing Simona Halep and Serena winning that. So if Jordan Nelson wins this, he runs the gauntlet and wins both the fantasy team and the racket. That's never happened before. Impressive. Impressive. All right, that's it. So Carla was engulfed in a lot of comments, thoughts, and messages from yesterday into today. So we wanted to do a quick segment, or maybe even a long segment, on viewer comments, thoughts, viewer questions, viewer topics that you wanted us to speak about. So what I'm going to do is turn it over to Carla. And by the way, a lot of this stuff she doesn't tell me about, so we can debate upon it openly. And secondly, if it's not for you, the show doesn't exist. So remember, this is your show, all of you out there. And if it's not for you doing these topics, our shows are more kind of ad lib, I guess you could say. They're better when you're involved. So thank you. This segment is yours.
Ethan, I will get to your question. If Serena wins tomorrow, then we will talk about that topic you sent me. Ori, we've been saying his name wrong. It's Ori.
Ori.
Not Yuri, because it's not Russian.
Ori.
Yeah,
his name
he
was.
left us a little voice thing.
You can play it. Can you play it? So his name is spelled U-R-I, and I said Yuri, and he was correct that sounds a little Russian. He's not Russian, no disrespect to being Russian. He's just not Russian, and we were pronouncing it that way. So he has you want to put it next to the camera? So this is Yuri's way of saying Yuri's name. It's not Yuri, it is
Ori.
Okay, so my name is Uri. Uri, not Yuri, Uri. Like U and Ri. Thanks, guys.
Uri.
I call that a backhand winner down the line with the one-hander. Well done. Thank you. Uri. We got it.
Ori.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so his question was 3 main keys to victory for each semifinals. What are the 3 main keys to victory for each 3 semifinals? So the way I put it down was, well, we've got Serena, who came through. She will face off Strikova. Serena's 37 years old. Strikova's 33. Before we answer the question, I'll just mention a few things. Her head-to-head is 3-0 against Strikova. They've played at the 2017 Australian Open, where she won 7-5, 6-4. 2012 Wimbledon, 6-2, 6-4. 2012 Australian Open, 6-0, 6-4. So it's been pretty lopsided.
Decisive.
Keys for Serena, in my opinion, I'll say mine first. I think she needs a big serve, a 1-2 punch, serve +1, and dictate points. She does not want to rally with Strikova. What do you think Serena needs to do?
If I remember correctly, the last match that Serena played, and right off the top of my head, who should he beat last? It wasn't Suarez Navarro. She beat someone else after that.
She beat Alison Risk, and we'll talk about that too.
Yeah, I think Serena had an ace count somewhere around 20, give or take. Maybe 18, maybe 16, maybe 21 or 22. When you play Serena Williams is tough to beat by anyone. Sometimes even men outside the top 100, I think, would have a tough time. That's another topic for another day. But her serve is, when it's on, is hard to defend against and to try to turn that defensive return into any type of offense. Carla just said something. Again, I didn't know really about this question. I knew that some of you sent Carla a lot of questions today. I knew one of them involved Serena Williams. But when it gets to this point in a tournament with Serena, her goal is to overpower her opponent.
Right.
Strikova, I remember when you mentioned Strikova, I knew they were playing, but I remembered a couple of the matches. I remember the one, especially at the Australian Open. I think it was 6-0, 6-4. Maybe it was, maybe not. You said
7-5, 6-4.
That was a good match.
So that was closer.
She had her black outfit on there with the pink swoosh. I remember the match, and that was a tough match. The other ones were relatively lopsided. So for Serena, her goal to win this match is to serve big.
Right, that's what I said, yeah.
To win 75% of her first serve points, and to serve in the 70% range somewhere. If she serves a C average in the 70% range and wins 70% of her first serve points, in other words, creating a lot of free points off serve and just the return, and then add in 10 or 15 aces, she's going to cruise 3 and 4. What does Strikova need to do? Hope, dig deep.
I said that she needs to swing freely. She has nothing to lose.
Yeah, just go for it.
Everyone is expecting her to lose anyways. She needs to slice a lot. She needs to make Serena get really low on her shots, since she's a big woman. And when you slice to an opponent that's powerful, sometimes they have time adjusting to the different pace. So I think slicing for her is very important.
Can anyone name to me the Italian player that beat Serena at the U.S. Open doing the unthinkable?
Roberta Vinci.
Vinci did it.
Yeah.
So if Vinci did it, she can do it. Was Serena pregnant then?
No, Serena was not.
Was that after Or
No,
before?
that was way before.
So even a healthy Serena then is what you're saying? I forgot.
She was strong. She was expected to win that U.S. Open. I mean, she really had the other person in the final was Flavia Pennetta, who ended up winning the U.S.
ended
Open.
up winning the tournament.
Right,
Yeah.
the only Grand Slam, and then retiring. But I think she needs to slice a lot, and she's very good at the net. Needs to come to the net and put the balls away, or make Serena play a lot of rallies because the more balls that are coming has of missing, she'll get impatient.
Yeah, in a nutshell, Serena needs to be aggressive. A C average on serve, C average on first serve points won, C average on really anything on the court. Serena can beat Strykova with a C average, even if Strykova is playing with a B plus. Now, if Strykova comes out and plays an A plus game, slicing, dicing, mixing it up, Vinci style, and Serena hasn't learned from that loss, then Strykova could win, but I think it's asking too much.
Well, this is probably Strykova's last year playing tennis, by the way. I didn't know that.
Look, good for her. She's been a veteran.
around. She's been around.
Yeah.
And before we get...
Applaud her.
And I mean, like, Strykova beat Konta. Konta 7-6, 6-1. Konta disappeared in the second set in that match. Konta had many chances in that first set, and just typical British tennis player, it gets to their head and they can't quite snap out of it. So Strykova came through in that match, which is why she's facing now Serena Williams. Serena ended up beating Alison Risk, and actually 3 good sets. I actually watched this whole match. I think Wayne and Chia was texting or sending me messages. Ethan, Rahesh, while live, they were sending me a few messages. Serena had won that first set 6-4. Risk came back 4-6. And it was not like it was given to her. Risk actually broke her, and she was very aggressive. I said ugly forehand because she never turns. It's like she uses all arm to hit the ball. I think if she would turn, too late probably now because it's a habit of hitting that way, she would be more effective on that side. 6-3 was the last set. Serena came back as the more experienced player, the champion that she is, and took her out. So she'll be meeting Strykova in the semifinals.
Could Strykova do this? Yes.
It's possible. It's always possible.
Yes.
Anything is possible.
She could do it.
She has a better chance than the guys do on the other against Roger Federer,
Against the big three,
Djokovic, or Nadal. Like we saw, very lopsided matches.
That's a great point she just made. That she does have a better chance than all of the guys do.
Yeah.
That are the underdogs. So I say all of them. But we have the likes of
Now we don't have any more
Bautista Agut.
Batista
basically.
Agut, yeah. She has a better chance beating Serena than Batista Agut has with Djokovic.
I agree totally.
He needs lightning to strike Djokovic.
Yeah, winning lottery ticket. By the way, if Serena Williams were to lose to Strykova, the tennis racket giveaway would become much more interesting.
Yeah. All right, next match that we have is Slivovina and Halep. Slivovina is 24 years old from Ukraine. Halep, 27, from Romania. She reminds me of a friend I used to have in elementary school named Irene Gatman, and she's actually on my Facebook thing. I'll tag her. Shaped the same,
Who?
looks the same.
Svitolina?
No, Simona Halep.
Oh,
Built
Halep.
the same way, and she was also Romanian as well.
A little powerhouse.
Yes, they're very strong. The girls there are very strong. A lot of them were not tall in New York, but they were built well.
So kind of like you. Similar to you.
Similar, I guess.
You're just bigger. It's stronger.
I guess. Well, their head-to-head is 4-3.
Okay, wait a minute. So if you were to guess, if you had to compare yourself, Carla, to another women's tennis player's build, who would it be? And then we'll open up the floor for this. This is a poll question. Who is built like Carla? I already know who I'm going to say.
Who?
Sabine Lisicki.
Oh, okay, but I'm not.
Your dad says the same.
I'm not even as tall as her. I'm only like 5'5".
Okay, but you're built like Sabine. That's Sabine Lisicki, but the Spanish version.
Okay.
Who would you say?
I don't know. I'm me. Nobody could be me. Just saying.
Sabine Lisicki.
All right. Well, the Slivovina's up 4, Halep 3. So they played each other 7 times. Halep beat Slivovina in 2019 at Doha. And then in 2018, 17, Slivovina had the last 3 wins in Rome, WTA Finals, and Toronto. They've never played on grass. I think Halep, they are both defensive players, except that Halep does it better than Slivovina. Obviously,
Agreed.
So I think she needs to be more offensive in this match if she wants to win.
She needs to swing freely.
And I also think she needs to serve better. If she wants to win, she needs to serve better because Slivovina is going to take advantage of her second serve, or should take advantage of her second serve and put it away. That's a way that Slivovina could win by not standing so far back and actually putting more pressure into Halep. I would say for Slovenia, less rallies because Halep can rally the hell out of you and she'll end up getting
She
tired.
just dropped an H-bomb.
Oops.
Let's go! Come on! Come on!
Slovenia needs to come to the net, put balls away, don't give Halep the chance to grind you down.
Totally
And
agree.
to me, though, this is still a toss-up. Between these two, it's a toss-up.
I don't think
I don't know who would win.
I disagree with it being a toss-up.
I think it's a toss-up. 4-3 head-to-head. That's pretty close.
Well, I see. Okay, if I'm a betting man, I'm taking Halep. In a Cinderella story, I would go with Svitolina. I'll say why. Halep is a notorious defender. She does strike the ball well, and she can be lights out when she needs to be. She can be aggressive when she needs to be. But generally, she's lateral movement from behind the baseline, left to right. She does come in, take an occasional short ball, play the net at times. I would love to see her statistics of total points played in her entire WTA career that were finished from the baseline or the net. I think it would be a big discrepancy. And maybe I'm wrong and I just bit my own tongue off, but I'm pretty certain I'm correct. And I don't know if you can even get that statistic. Can someone? Then I'd love to see it. Svitolina, in my opinion, has been through some really quite interesting ups and downs. A few little injuries here. I think there was an ankle roll at some point. Weight shifts, bigger to smaller. She went from being thicker to thinner. She went from Gael Monfils to no Monfils to back to Monfils. So there's a lot going on in this dynamic of what is it? Alina Svitolina? Am I right there?
Yes.
So she has a lot of dynamics going on. She's got kind of, in my opinion, from a major champion standpoint, she's kind of got a little bit of a rough sea, kind of like Djokovic, in my opinion. Don't shoot me for that, Djokovic fans. I'm one of them, not as much as Federer. That's why I got the hat on. But with for Djokovic, he's got the politics going on. He lost a French. He wanted. There's a lot going on off the court for both of these players in different dynamics. Do I think that takes away from Djokovic winning this tournament? No, I still think he probably will. But for Svitolina, on the women's side, I think the tumult is a little bit more hazardous to staying focused throughout 3 sets. Now, on Simona Halep's side, she's very consistent. We know she's extremely strong, extremely stout, extremely fit. You are not going to out-fitness her. And Halep understands this, and I'm sure that Svitolina understands this. With that said, if Svitolina swings freely and she plays the ultimate match of her career, I think at this point right now, she would need to play the match of her career to beat Simona Halep, in my opinion. Therefore, I don't think it's a toss-up because I think Simona Halep can play at a B level, not even an A level, and then defeat an A Svitolina. So I think even if Svitolina plays an A and Halep plays a B, Halep will still win in maybe 2 tight sets, maybe 3. But I think Svitolina, from a fitness standpoint, in 3 sets will fade away. That's just my opinion. I think it'll be done in 2, but for sure, in my opinion, Halep in 3. If, though, Svitolina can play at an A-plus level, take the ball early, strike the ball, take it up the line, acute angles to Halep's forehand, and then not be scared to take the backhand cross-court. Go ahead, 1-2 punches. If Svitolina can pull that off and do it for 2 sets or 3 sets, it could happen. I think it's a long shot. I don't think it's a toss-up. I think Halep wins this match in 2 tight sets. If it goes 3, Halep wins the 3rd 6-2.
Okay. Well, Slovenia beat Muchova 7-5, 6-4. Pretty routine match for her.
Yeah, 7-5, 6-4 is pretty tight for Muchova.
I'm surprised that Muchova beat Pliskova. Pliskova should have been there. That's why I had picked Pliskova. So, Slovenia, really didn't face anyone big. Sakari's not that big. Martic was kind of injured. Muchova, so really hasn't been tested. Got lucky to get through. Who was it that was injured? Gasparin, who was injured, so got lucky to get through that match.
Yeah.
So, Halep, same thing. Halep faced Tomljanovic.
Tomljanovic, yeah.
Where she faced Busarnescu, then she faced Azarenka, who she went through. Goff, who was too young, and then Zhang, which didn't have enough power.
Yeah, and look.
And then so Halep beats Zhang. That was a good match. Zhang had her in the first set, broke her. She was up, I think, 4-1. Wei Nim Chi and I were cheering for her. We're like, yes. And then all of a sudden, well, typical women's tennis. They don't have it up here. They don't take advantage. And Halep wins that first set 7-6, and then Zhang disappears 6-1.
Great match. I enjoyed that. That was a good match.
I never watched Zhang play till that day, and she has beautiful strokes. Used a lot of the cross court outside, to take Halep out of the point, but she just didn't have enough firepower.
Great match, though. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yes.
All right, so we have more viewer topics. That was a good one.
Yeah. We'll talk about the men's. We'll start with Novak Djokovic. Today he takes out Goffin. 6-4, 6-0, 6-2. We watched the first set. Goffin breaks Novak Djokovic. He's up 4-3. Gets broken again. He gets broken back. 4-4. Djokovic wins the first set. What did Justin and I say?
He's not going to
disappear.
lose the set.
He's going to disappear, and that's what happened. 6-0, 6-2.
Yeah, actually, the Goffin broke it 3-3 to go 4-3.
That's what I said.
Yeah, he broke right back. So Goffin went up from 4-3 to losing the set 6-4, and then Djokovic rolled off a bagel in the second.
Yeah.
Done,
and then I get
over.
a message from Wildlife One where he sends me a message.
What's up, Wildlife
He
One?
sends me a message on Twitter, says, perfect example why the big three are so dominant. Other players just can't sustain that high of a level for an extended period. Goffin had control of the set, but started to misfire, and Novak was right there to take it.
Told you.
And I said, well, glad I didn't bet you.
That's right.
Because he didn't take a set.
Look, the Djokovic, when he wants to, can unload a barrage of firepower on you. And not only can he unload a barrage of firepower on you, he can work you to death, and he'll out-fitness you. Djokovic, in my opinion, at this point right now, is the favorite to win the tournament. While Novak Djokovic beats the brakes off of Bautista Agut, meanwhile, Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal are going to get into a slugfest, and we're going to have two tired players and Federer and Nadal, and then we're going to have a very rested. Look, I'm going to
The same thing that happened last year.
Here, I'm going to throw out a bet.
Better than him facing, though, in my opinion, Anderson.
I'm going to throw out a bet. Does anyone want to bet me that Novak Djokovic does not lose more than 10 games in his match against Bautista Agut? So that's what, a 6-4, 6-3, 6-3?
No, I wouldn't even.
Anybody want to bet me that?
No, I don't even want that.
I'll even go 9 games. I'll go Djokovic wins tied or better than 3-3-3.
No,
Anybody want to take that? I'll take it.
Not interested.
I'm in, and I'm going big on that.
Not interested. Roberto Bautista Agut takes out Peña in 4 sets. William Chia sends me a message, says this was a low-quality match. I've seen better first-round matches, he says. Well, yes, he did come through 7-5, 6-4, 3-6, 6-3. Honestly, these guys, we did not expect Bautista to get there. I don't think we expected Peña to get there. Peña beat Raonic to get there, and Bautista beat Per Wogus.
Wogus, yeah, I like that.
Wogus.
What's Wogus mean? Who gives up?
I mean, so he will face Novak, which the head-to-head is Novak has 7, Bautista Agut has 3. They're both close in age. Novak's 32, Bautista is 31. Bautista Agut beat him in 2019 at the Miami.
Irrelevant.
3 sets. I think that's when Djokovic was going through his political stuff at the ATP Council. He looked a little bit shaky, sluggish, dirty. The hair, the facial hair was not fixed. He just didn't look right.
What? She just went Fognini on Djokovic.
He looked kind of like he just woke up in that tournament.
But look, yeah, well, I agree with that. But today early in the Djokovic match, we watched that when Goffin broke, Djokovic went and sat down, hung the towel over his face, and you could see him shaking his head like, geez, what just happened? He got out on the court and rolled off a 6-0, and then won the next 3 games of that set. He can shake it off. In Miami, that was...
Yeah, and then Bautista Agut beat him also in 2019 at Doha. So he's beaten him a few times, but then Djokovic beats him at the French. They've never played on grass either. And I think grass is a different story. 2
out of 3 sets versus 3 out of 5 when you're talking about
Djokovic
story. Fitness. He's going to destroy.
I'm not even excited to watch that match.
Look, I'm going to assume Bautista Agut already knows he's going to be destroyed.
Well, if he wants to win, I suggest you go for everything.
Let's go.
Might as well bring the man to the net and go for him. And don't apologize.
Djokovic wins 3-3-3.
Yes, I agree with you.
Maybe 4-4-4. But someone would win a bet if that was the case. But I think it's going to be worse. I think it might be 1-2-1.
Next match is Nadal. Rafael Nadal takes out Sam Querrey in straight sets. 7-5, 6-2, 6-2. Glad You better be lucky that he didn't bet you that one set.
Told you.
Peter Dijkstra.
But I wouldn't have taken that bet anyway. I wasn't talking about Nadal versus Querrey. I've told everybody that Querrey could even beat Nadal. I didn't think it would happen, but I figured he would take a set. But I knew Djokovic wasn't losing a set to Goffin.
So I didn't get to watch this match as we were teaching, but Roger Federer takes out Nishikori in 4 sets. 4-6, 6-1, 6-4, 6-4. I didn't expect Nishikori to get one set. According to some people, Wayne Imchi, I think, sent me a message, a few others, that Federer did not look too good. And I think even Big Hits International Sports said Federer looked okay today.
Who, Michael Figgins?
But I think that Novak will win.
What's up, Michael Figgins? Let's go. You got to respect Michael Figgins' take. He's around all these pros, and he trains these pros from physio standpoints on and off the court.
So I'm
going to take his word for it. If he says Federer didn't look great, we didn't watch the match, he looked just okay, then I would really worry about Federer playing Nadal.
Well, we know their head-to-head is 24-15.
Yeah.
The last time they played was at the 2008 Wimbledon, which was an epic match.
One of the best matches of all time.
I think they did a TV special on this.
Yeah.
What was it called? Do you remember?
I don't recall, but we watched this match live when it happened.
Nadal won this in 5 sets. It was epic. And then they played at the 2019, just recently, French Open, where Nadal won, but that's clay. And then the wins before that was all Roger, so we'll see.
Yeah, when this match happened in 2008, arguably one of the best matches.
Strokes of genius.
It was a really, really, really great match. Again, the only problem I ever had with that match is it was really dark then. And the match hypothetically could have been called. If you haven't seen this match, again, we were very much on this match then, long before we even had these Facebook things. I think it might have been out or whatever, but we were like watching it on the old regular TV. But when the match went down, it was so electric. It was such a beautiful match. It had the young Nadal out there with his long hair, and his bandana.
He had hair back then.
He had the hair, and the capri pants on, the long shorts, and the cut-off sleeveless shirt. What a match! And it got so dark. And maybe I'm biased on this. I thought they should have called the match, and they kept it going. But no excuse there. The better player that day won the match. But that match there was in 2008. Seems like just yesterday, and it's hard to believe that's the last time these two played at Wimbledon. I heard that stat today, and I was like, what? She was doing research, and I was like, really? Was that the last time these two played? Was 08 Wimbledon final? And it was. I really hope to watch this, and I can only hope that Federer doesn't get crushed in it. I wish the best for Federer. My prediction for this match, if I'm a bettor, is Rafael Nadal is a slight favorite, but ever so slight. I hate to say that. But after the French Open match, how badly he was beaten, you can put clay in it and say Nadal has a slight edge on clay, or even a major edge on clay, and then maybe it should have been 6-4, 6-4, 6-4.
They don't even have the time they're going to play tomorrow.
Well, or
Friday. I mean,
I think we have lessons all day tomorrow as well.
No, but tomorrow is not the men's.
It's not.
semifinals.
It's a Saturday, right?
It's
Friday.
Friday, yeah. Tomorrow is the women's semifinal.
So the good news for us is, or at least for me, we really have a passion for coaching our students, but we have a tropical storm in the Gulf of Mexico, which is just outside the house. So if that tropical storm comes...
Hopefully not. Don't even wish that.
Because she doesn't like doing weather videos.
I'm not doing a weather channel. No.
She'll do it if it comes.
No, I'm not.
You've done many with me.
I'm not.
Anyway, they don't care about the weather here, but I like to do weather videos. So we're on the coast. If these big storms come in, I make her come out and film the wind, right in the rain, and so forth. However, if we have rain on Friday...
Well, we don't have any lessons on Friday, so we might get some... Well, I won't. I'll be at the doctor.
She's got to go to the doctor for this breakout thing. Hopefully that gets better. I'm sorry. I miss you being swole up like that on the court. But if rain happens on Friday, we'll be able to watch the match. And if not, we're going to record it and then watch it. So no, what do they call spoiler? No spoilers. Don't spoil the match. On Friday, please communicate with us, because a lot of you give us live, up-to-date, like play-by-play. On Friday, if we're able to watch this match, don't do it.
Don't do it on Friday.
Don't do it on Friday.
No.
Unless
I message you that I'm watching it.
All right. Anyway, so that's the men's semifinals, right?
Yep. Also, in another news, mixed doubles. Serena and Andy Murray go down to Bruno Soares and Nicholas Melinar.
But
so
they had a good run, though. They had a good run.
I'm sure Serena's happy she lost, because she needs to concentrate on singles.
They had a good run, though, right?
They had a good run, yes.
All right, so you all done?
Done.
You did great. Carla went above and beyond with all the scratching and itching with the antibiotics she took, like swole her lips up, her face. She went out of the court today. She looked like
I had white.
the
long
Michelin
sleeve
Man or
shirt.
something.
Yeah.
So we kept her low today. She stayed inside and just rode out. So I really appreciate that. And I think overall the lessons were much more difficult without you. But they went along, but much more difficult without you. Okay? Number love for you, girl. Nothing but love. Let's go. LOVE. What's up? Boom. Hope you're back soon. 12 rapid fire questions. Last segment. If you haven't played this game before, you must answer these questions quickly. And if you answer them in comments and we click on it, we can tell when you answered it. So don't delay. Carla, you cannot look at my paper. You must look at the camera and answer them equally as quickly as them. Are you ready?
Yes.
Carla has not seen these questions, neither have you. So you are on the same song sheet. Boom! Let's go! Let's go, Roger. Let's go, Federer. Let's go. Shoot.
Well, if Roger Federer doesn't win, you lose it.
Peter Dijkstra. Yeah, I have a bet with Peter Dijkstra that Roger Federer will win Wimbledon. If not, I gotta pay some type of crazy debt. That's all right. I'll get down with it. Take it in stride. 12 rapid fire questions. Here we go. Question number 1. Carla and all of you, if you had a day off from a very long 2 weeks of work with no breaks in 100-degree plus heat, would you rather it rain or be sunny?
Rain.
Question number 2. I'm going with rain too. Let's go down. Same song sheet. Let's go. Let's go. What's up? You complete me. On the court without you, it's like nothing. It's like I got nothing. It makes me rethink my destiny. Without you, it's like a ghost town. Like the Wild West. What is that? Is that air? The crows in the background in the Wild West movie? So I feel like I'm on the tennis court and there's no Carla. Like doors creaking and slamming shut at the saloon. That's how I feel. Question number 2. Which underdog has the best chance of making the finals at Wimbledon? A. Roberto Bautista Agut, B. Alina Svitolina, or C. Barbora Strykova?
Slovenia.
She has the best chance of making the finals?
Yeah. Out of Strykova and Bautista?
Yeah, I'll go with Svitolina. I was going to say Strykova, but I forgot the head-to-head that you looked up.
Yeah.
Shoot, I'd circled Strykova, but when you said the head-to-head, I was like, what? Question number 3. 2 children are sitting on the side of the road. This is a scenario. 2 children are sitting on the side of the road selling golf balls at a price of 2 for $1.
Oh, I saw that today. Yes.
Even though you don't...
That's for real. There was 2 children today.
This actually happened. This is a real-life scenario.
Yeah, I was laughing.
Let's go.
I was laughing when I saw them. I'm like, really? 2 golf balls?
We'll answer
for
it with the
$1?
We'll answer it with the truth of the outcome.
Wow.
But you have to answer it on your own before we get there. Here we go. 2 kids are sitting on the side of the road selling golf balls at a price of 2 for $1. Even though you don't play golf, A, you keep driving, B, try to get 3 golf balls for $1. At least let me get 3. C, laugh with your fellow passengers, Carla and all the kids, and gossip about how overpriced their golf balls were. Or D, pull over, give them $1, and tell them that they can keep their golf balls.
Well, you gave them $1, but
Oh, positive
personally,
energy.
what I would have done is I would have gone up to them and be like, boys.
Where those golf balls come from? Because we saw them at the golf course while we were teaching. Oh!
I would have said, boys, you do know that you are super overpriced on golf balls. Number 1,
and we
number
saw.
2, I can give you a whole bucket for free.
And then they
Not a good idea. Not a good idea at all.
And they came from the golf course driving range. But you know what? I thought it was a good hustle, though.
They could have said maybe like 50.
I thought it was a good
50
hustle.
used golf balls for $1.
Little on the illegal side,
I thought it was illegal, yeah.
but nonetheless,
I was laughing.
a good hustle. But I gave him $1 and kept riding. I said, "What's all? Here's $1.
I said, gosh, I've seen many things. That's the first.
I gave him $1.
That was the first I've ever seen that.
I gave him $1. We
2
kept
golf balls for $1.
2 for $1.
Wow.
Sounds like
steep.
McDonald's in 1984.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 4. Would you rather watch Riley Opelka play a tennis match or a basketball game featuring vintage Michael Jordan?
That question? Really? Jordan. That was a bad question.
True or false? Serena Williams wins Wimbledon.
True.
And that's question number 5.
True.
Question number 6. True or false? Roger Federer wins Wimbledon.
True.
Question number 7. True or false? Wimbledon just now became very exciting.
No.
Okay, so it's been exciting.
It hasn't been
I thought
exciting. No, it has not been
That
exciting.
means it.
Is it more
but
exciting?
the question is, Wimbledon just right now became exciting.
Maybe
In other words, before now, has it been dead?
It's been dead. Okay, so maybe
so
then
the answer's
Nadal.
true?
Yeah, true. I guess Nadal and Roger Federer should be
So
exciting.
let me ask the question again. True or false? Question number 7. Wimbledon just now became very exciting.
Okay, true. Yeah.
Question number 8. The square root of 81 is what?
No idea. 9. I was gonna say. No idea.
Let's
I was
go.
like, huh? Oh, I was like, yes. Okay.
Carla dropped a math bomb. Question number 9. Who has a better chance of winning a round at the U.S. Open this year? A. Andy Roddick, that made a showcase appearance fresh out of a long retirement. Or B. Grigor Dimitrov.
and erotic.
I'm going to go with that one too. Let's get down, Andy. Question number 10. Who wins? Serena Williams in her prime or Steffi Graf in her prime?
Against who?
If they played one another. If Steffi Graf played in her prime, a Serena Williams in her prime, who would win?
That's tough. That's tough. I'll give it to Steffi Graf. Steffi Graf did beat Serena.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Steffi Graf did beat Serena.
I'm gonna give it to
many times.
I'm gonna give it to Steffi Graf too, only because Justine Henin was kind of close in their
Yeah, she
overall
didn't like
game,
that game.
and Serena Williams
She hated
was
that game.
owned by Justine Henin.
Yeah, she didn't like that game at all.
Question number 11. True or false? When athletes date, okay, you heard that.
Mm-hmm.
True or false? When athletes date, or when professional athletes date or marry supermodels, it rarely works out okay for the best.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
True.
Obviously, yeah. Big mistake.
I mean, I think you got Tom Brady and the Giselle girl, but I think outside of that, it's pretty rocky, right?
Yeah, I don't think any of those married. I mean, we had Agassi that married Brooke Shields. Not that she was a supermodel, but
She was. I had a picture. I have a picture of
Maybe
an
when she was
airplane with
younger.
Brooke Shields.
Yes,
Where is that picture?
we have it in the album.
Yeah, I got a picture of Andre Agassi and Brooke Shields taking a picture on an airplane. See, what's up? He had like a bald head then, and he had like a brown shirt.
Oh, dude. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it didn't turn out for the best.
Yeah.
Question number 12. Carl and I haven't played a match in a while. I firmly believe...
Someone asked us to film it, and I said, "Well,
Someone did ask that.
I think it was Jordan Nelson. And I said, "Well, who's or Jaylen Brown, one of the two?" And I said, "Well, who's coming?" I think it was Jaylen Brown, and I said, "Well, who's gonna come film it?"
I think the person closest to us that could actually film it and be unbiased would be Rahesh. He's in Houston. So we could do this, and we have some fun, exciting matches. Anyway, another story for another time. One of our kids could do it, but the thing is, our oldest child, Jonathan, the 17-year-old you met earlier, watches the rest of them, and then Chris, our 14-year-old, is the camera guy, but my smallest son always likes to fight with Chris, so he's all the time trying to get the little guy off of him, and then the two girls are always going back and forth. So it's hard to get one of the kids to film for that long, because they all have their roles in this multifactorial stew. Okay, it's a pot mesh. It's a mesh of children's.
All right.
All right, so back to the question. Carl and I have not played a match in a while. I firmly believe I would win right now 6-3, 6-4 at worst.
Not true.
Do you agree or disagree?
Totally disagree. That's garbage.
Why?
You can't move.
You can't return my serve.
Oh yes, I can.
No, you
I
can't.
love when you serve
No,
hard.
you can't.
Let's be real, Justin.
Last
hey,
time-
Christopher, who do you think could be? Who would
He
win
already
here?
knows. He already knows what's up.
Mom, right? Thank you.
That's a fallacy. That's a fable.
Come on, man.
That's a premeditated, fictitious
All I gotta do is make
lie.
it move a little bit. That's it.
I'm gonna hold my serve, and then you're gonna get
I've
broken.
broken your serve before.
You look like a powder puff girl. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Play with your pink tennis racket?
I don't have a pink tennis racket.
Oh, I'm gonna
It's
show you.
red.
Oh, what? Okay, I'm calling you out on that. Here's your
It's
glove.
red. That's red. Well, I don't even use the pink strings. You put pink strings on it. I use the one with the blue strings.
Carla's game represents her string color. Get some.
What about the blue one? Why don't you show them the blue one?
Shh. All they need to see is the pink, because that's what she's gonna get. Woo!
I'm itchy.
Powder puff girl itching. What does that sell? Disposal on a tennis court.
You wish.
Bonus question. Here we go. My lucky Roger Federer hat. You see it?
With pink.
Bam! Some pink, but look, it's a good pink. You bought me this hat years ago.
Yeah.
Used to wear it to work, and they'd be like, what's the RF stand for? I'd be like, don't worry about that, because that's beastly stuff. I'm going to kick your butt on that court. You got nothing.
Stop dreaming.
Shoot, stop
Go
dreaming.
ahead, let's finish.
Bonus question. My lucky Roger Federer hat has been dug out of the old bag that sits next to the door. I had to ask her where my hat was. She was like, I think it's in the bag by the door. It's sitting next to a bunch of stuff. Anyway, I had to dig it out. But is now positioned on my head and ready to strike. Do you think that this hat will help Roger Federer to win Wimbledon?
No.
I think so. Beware. Beware. All right, that's it, everyone. Have a really, 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 really wonderful evening. Much love to all of you. Remember, this is your show, not necessarily ours. We just are riding the wave with you in a sense. You created it with your topics and content tonight for sure. If not, we were kind of like had writer's cramp or writer's block or whatever you call it. Couldn't come up with nothing, but she started getting topics from you. So this show was yours, as they all are, with you in mind. A great conversation today, Jordan Nelson, that I had with you in Scotland. I guess so now that I have a buddy in Scotland per se in conversation, I guess I can't knock on Andy Murray anymore.
No.
I love you, Murray.
Hey, by the way, does Gerard Butler ever go to Scotland?
See that? She's already asked about Gerard Butler. I'll sign the 5K tennis shirt, but she would like Gerard Butler. But I'll smack him in the face. Like, what's up?
This is Sparta.
Oh. Comment of the day, by the way. I'm doing a comment of the day. And Jordan Nelson in Scotland indicated to myself that, or to us, that last year our show helped him through the toughest of times, or quote, one of the lowest points in his life. And I'm only honored to, or we are only honored to have been a part of you with that when we had no clue.
And he won his first match. Yay!
Started playing tennis and won his first match, 6-3, 6-4.
Good for him.
Get down. And he's up to win this tennis racket, and I'll set it up nice for you if you win it, and then if someone else does, obviously, as well. All right, thanks so much to YTEX Strings and the president, CEO, and owner, Ivor Savage, sorry, bro, that gives us the YTEX Strings, the YTEX shirts, and the YTEX jackets. The tennis racket are provided by Carla and myself, and the rest of the 5 kids here at 5K Tennis, hence the name. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. It's been a great Wimbledon run, and without you, it's impossible. So much love. Peace out. And as Carla always says,
Cheers.
adios. Let's go. Come on. Take